For Louisiana versus all y'all, Jarrett Roser here with standout, disruptive edge rusher Swazy Carheel from that Many Tigers program up there in Many, Louisiana, the 6th seed in this year's Division III non-select bracket. They have a quarterfinal trip this week to face the 3rd seeded St. James Wildcats. And Swazy, this is nothing new for you guys. Y'all are used to deep playoff runs. There's some different looks to the team this year, obviously with a new head coach with Jess Curtis leaving, and y'all have made some adjustments as well, but you expect to be practicing on Thanksgiving week, don't you?
Yes, sir.
How has this season gone? I mean, compared to what you guys have experienced in the past, y'all have been to the Dome every year since you've been in high school, won a couple of state championships. What has stood out about this year's team's identity, this group, to be where you guys are this year?
Yeah, so, just some new coaching stuff coming in, a lot of questions about guys, where we were going, how we was going to look, coming in, had to get a whole new defense. First beginning of the season, really wasn't, buying into it, really didn't believe in it. But, we started believing in our coaches, believing in what they saying, and, man, we rolling now.
Do you remember when it clicked, like what it was, what week it was, or what moment, whatever it was that made y'all feel like, okay, now we're on the same page and we're all rowing the same direction?
Yes, sir. I think it started district. We knew we would have to go in the district, go undefeated, try to get the best seed we could to be in the playoffs. Fell at number 6, but we loved everything about it.
For you guys that have been through all the battles that you have been through and to have championship rings and trophies and all that, to go through an adjustment, what was that process like for y'all? I mean, to be guys that know what it takes to get it done already and have a new coach who's had some success in his own right elsewhere, but just kind of have to mesh that and accept that and know that some things were going to change. What kind of process was that like? How humble did y'all have to be at times, and what went into that?
We had to be very humble, working out without them new coaches on the new coaching stuff. There was had to stay months at the other school. We just having to work out with 1 or 2 coaches. How to do what we had to do. We knew what we wanted. We knew we wanted to go back to back. This summer ain't never been done that, Manny. And we think we had a perfect opportunity here.
You guys have been hearing about that back to back for a long time, haven't y'all?
Yes, sir.
How consistently do y'all talk about that right now? That opportunity to do something that at a place that's done so much, y'all could kind of set yourselves apart a little bit.
Man, we talk about it every day. We know we the target. Even though we 6 we know the crown's still, people want to beat Manny. We know that's the game plan. We know going back to back something ain't never been done before, man. We just talk about it every day. We believe in this group and believe in what we can do, and we rolling. Defense clicking, offense clicking. Man, it's going to be hard to stop us.
When y'all look at this St. James team and prepare for this matchup in particular, what has been some of the stuff that's kind of stood out for you that is going to be challenging that they bring to the table that y'all have to do well? They're obviously another top team in y'all's division.
Yeah, so we got to tackle well, keep the ball out their playmakers' hand most as we can. I got to get out the quarterback much as I can for us to have an opportunity. Let guys like Tyler do what they do, make plays all over the field. And, man, we think we're going to have a good shot. Let Jeremiah do what he do. Man, I think we got a good shot.
I'm going to ask you about those two guys, two guys that you've played with, for years now. Tylen is a guy that folks around the state obviously know as an LSU commit. But to be in practice with him every day or be around him every day, what stands out about him and the way he prepares, the way he has prepared to get to the point that he is as a young high school football player and as, one of the elite prospects in the country?
So, Tylen, he's a funny, goofy guy. He loves football. He loves to work. Every day he going to come in and make jokes. When it's time to get on the field, he locked in. He ready to go. He know it's at stake. He know what we got to do. Man, I think Tylen, I love playing with that guy.
And then we talk about, the opportunity to go back to back and the ability to kind of etch your names in legacies of a place with a lot of proud tradition. Jeremiah a couple weeks ago with all the touchdowns to etch his name in the record books. What was that night like? What has stood out about him to be performing the way that he's performing right now at the right time?
Man, yes, sir. This kid, he's been slept on his whole career. Like he make plays that I never seen. Like I done seen 5 stars like couldn't even make those type of plays. You know, that kid just man, he loved the game. He been his field vision, everything about him is just he a good person, great person. Yes sir, no sir guy. Never hear him saying bad words. You know, he just loved the game. Man, he finna have a big game Friday.
You mentioned the dynamic of, maybe people not realizing that y'all are an elite team the same way that y'all are a top contender in this bracket, just because coaching change, 6th seed, and some of those type of things, and enjoying the opportunity to prove some people wrong and do what y'all do. I feel like under Coach Curtis, y'all enjoyed some of these North Louisiana versus South Louisiana matchups. Y'all like to come down and face a meet, or a meet to come face y'all, and stuff like that.
Yes
What
sir.
are those? What are those matchups like for y'all this time of year when y'all get a chance to come down to Vacherie and face St. James in the quarterfinals the day after Thanksgiving?
Yes, sir. We know it's gonna be a matchup. We know it's gonna be tough going into their place, but we just keep our head on focus, keep our mind right. Things turn out how it turned out. St. James is a very good team. They got playmakers all over the field, just like we got playmakers. And it's gonna come down to the little things and who can do it right and who can make the better plays and the most plays and the best time.
I asked you specifically about a couple of your teammates. Tell me about you, man. Your development. I mentioned Tylen as an elite prospect in the country. You have offers from all over the country in your own right. What have you been most proud of when you look at when we were first watching young Swazy as, I guess, a sophomore, to where you are now as a senior and in your development?
It's like some of the growth, some of the things I just learned. Like it's so much that I learned about the game. Like I read stuff perfect. Like I know when certain offenses, it's just a lot of growth in high school. I done learned so much, and just excited what I'm gonna learn at the next level, knowing with my bag and my move, my play style. Man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a show to watch Friday. So
Good deal. And what should we expect from the fan base, folks repping that Manny made attitude? You expect a lot of them to make that trip down with y'all?
yes, sir. I mean, I think the whole community gonna come out and watch the style. They came to our place last year, pretty packed out, so our fans excited, ready for the matchup.
There you go. Well, Swayze, man, I appreciate your time. Certainly, and glad we had a chance to catch up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it. He's Swazy Carheel, fantastic defensive end for the Manny Tigers, the 6th seed in that Division III bracket, with a really intriguing matchup against 3rd-seeded St. James this Friday. And for Louisiana versus all y'all, Jarrett Roser.
Sir.